was weird. I wanted to do a favorites video because I haven't done one in a while, and I've been collecting favorites. I've been collecting favorites on my phone. Only like one of them is beauty, one is food, and the rest are pretty much like TV and stuff like that. I don't know if that's what you want to see, but if it's not, then don't watch. I know a lot of you guys like my TV recommendations, so this might just be like a favorites mostly TV. That might be the title. So let's get all the other stuff out of the way, and then we'll get into like entertainment to things. The first thing, it's this is a nail polish. I know you guys are like, wait, am I on the right channel? What? I know, I don't wear nail polish. I'm just very low maintenance when it comes to that, but I do paint my toes, and I always want just like a very milky, like whitish pink. Very simple, just like that shine, and I love this. This is from Zoya. It's the Naked Manicure Perfector. They have a bunch of different shades. They have like a beige one, which I have, but it's not my favorite. They have like a purple, I don't know, they have a couple of them, and the pink one's my favorite. I do wish they had more white one, like a whitish pink. This one's very pink, but I really like it a lot. It lasts really long on the nails, doesn't chip. Sometimes I do go over with like a gel top coat to really make it last, but I really like it. It's pretty cheap. I think it's around $10 on Amazon. That's where I got mine. I wrote a whole article about natural nail polishes on OPENLETR, and I was really interested by it because before that I knew nothing about nail polish, but that really got me to do some research on nail polish and like the ingredients and stuff, and Zoya is a pretty good brand when it comes to all the chemicals and stuff like that. I really like that, and if you're like me and you're very low maintenance with your nails, this is a good idea because I feel like it doesn't really look like nail polish, and it dries really fast, and it's just easy peasy. Next up is food, and I feel like I may have mentioned this before, but I really don't remember, so I'm sorry if I did. I'm pretty sure I mentioned the brand, just not this flavor, and that is RX bars. Oh my god, I'm sure you've seen the commercials for these. My brother told me some rapper is in it. I have no idea. But these are amazing. They're very expensive. You only get 4 bars in a box, and the box is like $5.99. It's crazy, I know, but they're delicious. If you don't like most protein bars, you're gonna like these. Although I wouldn't call these protein bars. There's only 12 grams of protein versus like 24 in a regular protein bar. But the thing I like about these is that all the ingredients are so simple. This is my favorite flavor. This is maple sea salt. It has like a syrupy kind of flavor, but it's not overpowering whatsoever. That's something I like about these, is that none of them are very overpowering, how other brands have like flavors that are like, whoa, like kick you, and like it's kind of gross. These are also a really good size. A lot of protein bars I think are too big and I don't want to eat it, or the texture is disgusting. The texture of these is like a nougat on the inside of like Milky Way or something. It's chewy and not like that really dry mealy kind of chewy. So like I said, the ingredients isn't like whatever all that stuff that's in other ones. It's very basic. Like this one, ingredients: 3 egg whites, 5 pecans, 4 cashews, 2 dates, and I think there's like maple water. Some of them have like nutmeg, cinnamon, things like that, sea salt. There's no added sugars ever. They're just like a sugar that's naturally in fruit or whatever is in here. They have a lot of good flavors. They had holiday flavors, which aren't my favorite. I think they had pumpkin pie and like gingerbread or something. They weren't my favorite. This is definitely my go-to. Maple sea salt, also the blueberry is really good. They're just really delicious. I love them. I have like 3 boxes of different flavors. I'm obsessed. This, I feel like I might have talked about last favorites, but I can't remember, so I'm talking about it again. And it comes in this little pouch. I don't know what it looks like to you, but it's an ear camera. Well, that's what it's like, what I got it for. I'm pretty sure I mentioned to you guys last month that I had really bad clogged ears. I could not hear out of my ears for anything, and it was a hard time. So I was using drops and hydrogen peroxide and all this stuff, and nothing was letting the wax come out. So I needed to see if my ears were actually impacted, or if there's something wrong, or they were red or something. Like I wanted to see if it was just a lot of wax and I could wait for it to clean out with drops, or if I had to go to the ear doctor and get like a prescription or something. So I got this ear camera off Amazon. I will link it below. It was only $15 when I got it. Now most of the other ear cameras I found on Amazon were over $40, at least over $30. The reviews were kind of iffy, and a lot of them didn't work with an iPhone, and I wanted to use mine with an iPhone. So I found this one. It had 0 reviews when I got it, and I was like, you know what, let's just take a risk. It's returnable if it sucks, and it's great. So it comes in this little like handy little thing, and it has the instructions. It has this little port, so pretty much it connects to your phone through Wi-Fi. You download an app that's totally free and pretty easy to use, and then you turn this thing on and you kind of use the Bluetooth on your phone to connect through Wi-Fi, and then you can see into your ear. So you plug this in to the camera, which looks like this. That's the end of the camera right there, and you plug it into that, and then you can stick this in your ear, and look, and you don't have to stick it in far. It's not like dangerous or anything. There's a light on here too, so you can really like light things up, and there's this little thing that's kind of disgusting, but since you're not supposed to stick Q-tips in your ear or anything like that, I didn't know how to get the wax out. So once it was softened and it wouldn't come out, I attached this little thing. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that. You attach this to the end of the camera, and you can scrape the wax out of your ear, and it's not like you're just going in blind because you can see it on the camera, and it's actually pretty high quality. I think it's like 720, maybe not 1080, but you can like see in your ear. It's like disgusting. When I would see like on here, I was getting like a big old blob of wax. I could take it out and then wipe this on a Q-tip or a tissue, and like it was kind of gross, but also kind of satisfying. I don't know if you guys have seen earwax removal videos on YouTube. I have, and I just find them very satisfying. You can also use this to look at your pores or your split ends. I don't know what else you'd want to look at, but I just use it for my ears. It's really, really awesome. I would totally recommend it if you're into that. And now, onto TV. There's lots and lots and lots of things I wanted to mention because I feel like I haven't mentioned a lot of these shows, at least not recently, or not like enough, and I wanted to let you guys know that I'm loving them. If you are on break right now, maybe this is a good time for you to start binge watching a new show because you don't have a life like me. Let's get into it. The first thing is You. That's what it's called. It's on Lifetime, and oh my god, it was already picked up for season 2 before season 1 even aired. It has Penn Badgley from Gossip Girl. It has John Stamos. Hello. So there's only been 1 season, and season 2 is definitely going to be completely different. I really have no idea what to expect, but it's amazing. If you like a murder, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a murder mystery, kind of a murder mystery. I don't want to give it away. It's like a crazy person, pretty much, who's very, very obsessive, but you get this story kind of from his perspective, like a stalker, but instead of like from an outside perspective, you get it from his, like, why he, like, the way he thinks and, like, how he talks to himself, and, like, you kind of see why he's obsessed and stuff. It's really, really interesting. It's very psychological. Shay Mitchell is in it. I don't know, I just like the whole vibe of the whole show. It's just so interesting. I would really recommend it. Don't know if it's on Netflix yet, but I think it will be, so you can catch up before next season. Next up, I don't think it's going to be a surprise to any of you, and that is Legacies, which is the spin-off of the originals, although based on this first season that's still going on right now, it feels like more of a spin-off from the Vampire Diaries. Like, it has more characters from Vampire Diaries in it than from the originals. The originals, obviously the main character is Hope, this daughter of the originals, so she's like the main character, but the rest of the people who come in and like guest stars and stuff were on Vampire Diaries and not the originals. It would be best if you watched both the originals and the Vampire Diaries, and if you did and you're not watching this, I don't know what's wrong with you. It really is different than the originals and the Vampire Diaries, but it also has that same kind of vibe. I think that Vampire Diaries started in 2009, and so it's been 10 years just about, and I feel like this show really kind of grew from the Vampire Diaries to the originals, and the story is just as dark and twisted, but like, I don't even know. It's just so good. It's really, really, really good. Next up, I've already talked about this last season, but I just watched season 2, Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. I mean, come on. This won so many awards. It's fantastic. I love kind of the whole vibe. I love every actor, every actress, the plot, the story. I didn't want it to end. Like, I never want it to end. Like, you watch the last episode and you're like, no, now I have to wait a year. If you haven't watched it, watch it. I think there's only 10 episodes in season 1, maybe even fewer, and 10 episodes in season 2, so you can watch it in like a weekend. Next, a TV show that I feel like is kind of controversial, The Connors. I've always loved Roseanne, the show, not the person. I just always have. I talked about it in the past. Roseanne, I think, was in the 80s, in the 90s, really honest. I thought it was like a sitcom that didn't focus around a show like a family, like in Full House. Although Full House is great, like, it wasn't like people had money. It was like they knew these people had real life problems. Like, this is what real life people act like. And I really, really loved it. Always, of course, Roseanne in real life has her own issues, and I don't like her, and obviously what she did recently, no excuse for. She deserved to be kicked off the show, in my opinion. But they redid the show without her, so pretty much they just carried on and cut her out, and it's fantastic. To be honest, I laugh out loud every episode, and all the actors who are in it are fantastic. I'm not missing her at all. Like, that's the thing, is there's so many shows where someone dies, or, you know, they kick off a character and you're like, what the heck, I don't even want to watch anymore. This isn't like that. Like, they cut her out and I don't miss her at all. It's like she was never even there. Like, they still have the vibe of the character, but you don't need her, and it's like the same show but better. I don't even know. It's fantastic. I love it. I laugh out loud every time. If you didn't watch the Roseanne reboot because of her, I totally get you. Got it. Don't super. I watched it because I love the original, and the new Connors, I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, like seriously? Seriously, watch it. It's fantastic. One more TV show that is kind of hard to explain. I feel like I mentioned it in something recently. It's called Tell Me a Story. The commercials for it were coming out all the time for CBS All Access, and I thought that just meant the CBS channel, but no, it's some kind of like a Hulu version of CBS. You have to pay for like $10 a month or something, and this is the only show I wanted to watch, so it just didn't seem useful, but you can watch it on the Fire Stick, and it's so good. It has Paul Wesley, which really made me want to watch it. If you don't know who Paul Wesley is, he played Stefan on Vampire Diaries. It also has Danielle Campbell, who played, oh, I can't remember, Davina on the originals. It's just so good. It's like a modern telling of fairy tales. I don't know if even fairy tales is the right way to say it. There's 3 little pigs, Little Red Riding Hood, and I think Hansel and Gretel. I'm not sure what the third one is, but it kind of follows like 3 different stories, and it's like a very, very modern version. Oh, also it's Kim Cattrall in it. It's just so good and dark and twisted, and you want to know what's going to happen next. I can't even describe how good it is. I'm pretty sure there's only going to be 10 episodes in season 1. Don't know if there's going to be a season 2, but I think as of the time I'm filming this, I've watched 7 episodes. And they come out Wednesday, so usually Thursday, Friday they're on the Fire Stick, and you can watch them there. Right now I think there's 3 episodes left, so by the time this video goes up, you might be able to watch all 10. Oh, it's so good. So good. It's Vivian Tries. I'm sure you guys have heard of her. I recently watched, who was it? She posted this is gonna piss me off, I can't remember her name, but she posted a video mentioning Vivian, and I was like, oh, interesting, let me watch that. Yo, why did I just say yo? Vivian Tries. Her name is Vivian something with a T. She is hilarious. She does As Seen on TV reviews, like dollar store reviews, really random kind of stuff, like pillows, red copper kitchenware, like pretty much anything you can imagine she's tried. And I've literally gone back years on her channel and watched her old videos. Like, I'm crazy. I just find her videos so hilarious, and they're actually useful too. Like, it's not just you're just watching her for the comedy. I mean, you could, but you actually kind of want to know if these things work, especially the stuff that's like really on As Seen on TV that you're like, what? That's amazing. The way she talks about everything and her personality, her laugh is contagious. I just would really recommend watching her. I'm gonna link her channel below. I haven't missed a video since I subscribed to her, and like I said, I've gone back and watched old videos of hers. She's just the funniest. She's amazing. I just wanted to throw that out there, and I hope you enjoyed this favorites video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to see more from me, and I will see you next time.